everybody, my name's Yuki.
And mine is Ellie, your eco captain.
And we're here to talk to you about Earth Week. Earth Day is a day to raise awareness for protection of the environment. It was started by Senator Nelson on April 22nd, 1970, and now has become a global holiday. Every Earth Day, people celebrate by raising awareness on environmental issues as well as participating in activities which benefit the Earth, such as planting trees, organizing clothing swaps, and participating in nature cleanups. Every year, Earth Day has a dedicated theme. EarthDay.org is the organization that sets up the global theme annually. This year's theme is It's Our Power, It's Our Planet, which focuses on united behind renewable energy and collective action.
Okay, so this year, QMS Eco Club sold jars of honey that were harvested by Eco Club members as a fundraiser for the new hives, supplies, and ongoing club events. We managed to sell out of our inventory, and money was raised to put towards purchasing a new hive for the next season and other materials. Honey jars will be delivered to people who bought them and families on Friday, April 25th.
So here we have a short video. Here we have a short video on the UN Environment Program, which highlights the impact of fashion and the effects of textile waste.
Stitched up, boxed up, shipped in, dropped off, tried on. Life moves fast. Fashion moves faster. At the beginning of this century, we bought almost half as much and kept clothes for twice as long. 15 years later, we bought 60% more and kept them for half the time. Every second, a garbage truck of textiles is exiled to landfill or incinerated. Once the trend passes, clothes are thrown or burnt in masses. Fast fashion is unjust. Forced labor for profits. Fast fashion is a pollutant, impacting our land, our rivers, our seas, the very air we breathe. We need circular industries where old looks are made new. Less packaging, more reuse. Threads that last. To beat pollution, we need to work together and fast.
So here we have some statistics to emphasize the significance of fast fashion and textile waste. Every year, 100 billion garments are produced. 87% of those end up in landfills every year. 69% of clothing is partially or wholly made of synthetic fibers. Fast fashion factory workers are severely underpaid and work in terrible conditions, and only 1% of discarded clothing is properly recycled.
Okay, so because of all of this, the Eco Club is taking action through our third annual fashion swap. This short video contains some information and about what will happen, who is going to be helping, and what will be accepted.
On Tuesday, April 22nd to Wednesday, April 23rd, the QMS Senior School Eco Club is hosting our third annual Fashion Swap.
Fashion Swap is your chance to donate any unwanted clothing items and clean out your closet. All items will be displayed in the Rowan Tree foyer on the previously mentioned dates, and any remaining items will be donated to a local women's shelter for women in need.
How does the fashion swap work? So for the number of items you donate equals the amount you can swap for. So for example, if you donated 5 items, you can come to the swap and pick up 5 new items. The second day will be open to everyone regardless if you donated or not.
A disclaimer about clothes being donated. They must be in wearable condition, no holes or tears, no undergarments, no QMS uniform, and no baby or children's clothes.
Don't miss this opportunity to get rid of old items and pick up new ones at the Earth Week Fashion Swap. Give me an Earth!
Earth!
Give me a week!
Week!
Give me a fashion!
Fashion!
Give me a swap!
Swap! Okay, so this is our senior school Earth Week schedule. I do believe it's different for our grade 7s in the room, but for the grade 8, this will be the schedule for next upcoming week. So on the Tuesday, it'll be the first day of the fashion swap. This will be the day where those who donated will be able to look at the inventory and trade for something new. Also on this day, there will be a earth colors dress up, so like blues, greens, and browns is recommended. On the second day will be this, on the Wednesday will be the second day of the fashion swap. This is where anyone can come and pick up something new. All of the rest of the clothing will be donated to a local women's shelter. On Thursday, the 24th, there will be a bake sale to raise money for the Somenos Marsh. And on Friday, there will be a lemonade stand where anyone can bring a reusable water bottle and get free lemonade if you bring a reusable water bottle. And if not, we'll be selling it for $2, and we'll also have concession, as well as a sewing mending station. So bring in your clothes with rips or tears, and our QMS sewing students will fix them up for you. Yeah, thank you so much. Is there any questions?
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks very much, Yuki and Ellie. So lots going on next week that we can get involved in. I thought I might turn over though for grade 7s. Is there anything next week that we should just draw attention to or remind from a junior school standpoint that's going on?
I think we're still working on details.
Working on a few details. It's all right. That's great. What's a reasonable water bottle as well?
You can bring a water bottle of any size, but because we will be giving you the amount. We only have so much lemonade, so we will be dishing out the amount that everyone will receive.
I see.
But a good amount.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much to the Eco Club for all your efforts in this area.
I have a question. Where is the clothing swap happening?
So the clothing swap will be happening. It's in Rowan Tree Hall, if you guys know where that is. It's by the printers. It is where the couches are in the staff washroom. The whole fashion swap will be happening there for the 2 days during lunch and tutorial and break. So if you guys can come there. And donation is happening, this is the last day, in Rowan Tree Hall by the printers.
Excellent. Thank you. Any other questions that are bubbling up? Fashion swap. It's a good opportunity to level up. Okay, really level up your game. So good luck with bringing a few items and finding something that's good for you. All right, so we're going to shift gears, although I think quite a good transition and really relates well to Earth Week and some of the concepts there. I'm going to invite Ms. Russo, I think, is going to come up and make the presentations. But there was a Sustainable Cities project that I was fortunate enough to wander around, although I did in a slightly rushed way. But a Sustainable Cities project. Ms. Russo might tell you, the grade 7s, a little bit more about what was involved in the construction of these cities, but very much physical models made with explanations of how the city was looking at sustainable options and opportunities and renewable energy and things like that. So please welcome Ms. Russo. And Thomas Dennis as well.
Okay, so this is a little bit retroactive because our Sustainable Cities project was kind of wrapped up before spring break, but we wanted to wait until we had a chapel gathering together so that we could recognize some of the grade 8 groups that are going to win some awards today, which they don't know about, so surprise. And grade 7s, we wanted you to be here too because this is going to be something that you look ahead to next year. And also thank you for coming to visit our cities. They obviously put a lot of work into them to come and make our models of cities that we're really thinking ahead to the future and how we can start to build cities moving forward that allow humans and the environment to kind of live in harmony and not having humans kind of overtaking one or the other. So it pairs really well with the Earth Week presentations today. So the awards we're going to give out are for teams relating to the most sustainable city, the most innovative city, the best geometric design, as well as the People's Choice Award. So People's Choice, grade 7s, you had a play in that. So we're going to recognize a group that all of our visitors really enjoyed and thought did a really good job. Yeah. So if your name gets called and your city gets called, can you come on up because we do have a certificate for you, and we also have a little prize as a team. Yes. The prizes, though, they are meant to be shared amongst each other because you guys worked really well as a group, but we are going to ask, please don't open them in here. You guys can work through that at break once we get back to class. Okay. Sound good? Yeah. Sweet. Okay, so we're going to do our most sustainable city first. So This one, this group did a very, very good job of integrating the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And they were just so thoughtful and intentional with every little thing they did, trying to make sure that their city could function as best as possible for the people within it, but also integrating elements of the natural world kind of at every turn. So this is going to go to the city called Concordia, which is Shar, Norrell, and Eliza. Come on up.
You don't get a photo, I'm sorry.
We'll get a photo afterwards. Outside. Yeah, if you win an award, can you just hang behind and we'll grab a photo of you?
All right, the next award goes to Best Geometrical Design. You had very neat shape and structure. All your calculations were correct. So I call this the purpose-driven design. And this award goes to Team Taiga Hollow, Bruce, Aspen, and Ash.
Take the whole bag. Oh. Yeah, take the whole bag. Amazing. All right, good. Okay, our third award is going to Most Innovative. So this one here, this group did a really good job as a whole, but we wanted to really celebrate the idea of innovation because that's what a lot of the PBL program is about. So this group kind of took it upon themselves to create a really unique design to their city, and all of the different elements just kind of took it that extra level. To make sure that their city was kind of as functional as possible, but also very creative across the board. One of their group members is not here, but we will give out certificates to the rest of them. So this is going to Heart City with Marcus, Grace Wadsworth, and Val, and Sadie's not here. But three of you can come on up. And you get a, can you give us that? Nice, and Grace, you go.
Okay. All right. So the final award goes to the People's Choice, and this was a very competitive race. The winner got 2 votes ahead of the second place. So drum rolls, please. And the winner for the People's Choice Award goes to Savannah Banks, Levi, Isis, Sailor, and Hugo. Yeah.
And you guys get a trio as well. And Hugo, and we'll bring Isis back for amazing. So, grade 7s, thank you so much for taking part in that. We really appreciate it when people can come to celebrate all the hard work that the grade 8s do. And hopefully this is something that you can look ahead to next year. It's something we can kind of keep on our minds all week next week while we're thinking about Earth Week and how humans and the planet can kind of work together. Okay. Amazing. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much for doing that, Ms. Russo and Ms. Thomas-Dennis, and thanks to all the grade 8 class for investing yourselves so much in that project, and for the grade 7s for your involvement in that too. I think with both those presentations, a couple of things come to mind for me, which is that when you see some of the statistics involved in some of these things that we would consider problems in the world and problems for our Earth and for planet, you can often think, well, that's such a significant problem to overcome. What can I possibly do? How can I possibly contribute? And I think that 2 things come to me, which is there are some things that we just can't control in this world. And I think wasting emotional energy in that, or potentially getting to that place of apathy where you just surrender and give up and think it's difficult for me really to contribute. There are some things that you can control, and your own behaviors and your own choices is obviously one of those things. So focus on what you can control and try and invest yourself in that. And don't allow those things that you can't control to absorb too much of your emotional energy, and you can put that into what you can control. And the other thing is the power of creative thought, and these groups and how we're hopefully you're being helped to think in different ways by your teachers, and you're having those opportunities to be creative and to problem solve. And I know how innovative individuals can be and groups can be as well. All right, so keep developing those skills, because engineering, whether it's civil engineering, mechanical engineering, science, the advance in these areas is so significant that although sometimes the plight of the earth seems like an insurmountable problem, incredible things are going to be developed and created that will solve problems. And yeah, I would just say hold on to hope and focus on what you can control, and keep developing yourselves as thinkers and responsible citizens. Thanks again for the presentations today. Thanks for your attention. And I should actually just finish with a quick introduction of a guest who we've had on campus for the last few days. Vasilina, I can't remember your last name. In from Österreich, in from Austria, and a teacher in Austria, and a good friend of Ms. Davidova, who teaches science in the senior school. And I think she's been really impressed with QMS and the teachers and the students and how you've conducted yourselves. So welcome again to QMS. Glad you've enjoyed your time. Great. Have a wonderful day, everyone.